This video will demonstrate how to create a part in place in Autodesk Inventor while working in the assembly environment. Begin by creating the assembly file. Make sure that you've got the correct project located, and when I do this, I'm going to create a new assembly file using the standard assembly. The first step is to place your base part. So I'll go to place, and I'll choose place, and I want the master cylinder here, so I'm going to place this, choose open, and then right click to place it grounded at the origin. Placing it grounded at the origin means that it's not going to move as we add other objects to this. You know that it's grounded because on the icon over in the browser it's got the little push pin there showing that it is. So this is our part. We're going to be creating a gasket for this front face right here. In order to create the gasket, we just want to create this part in place. So right next to place, we go to the create icon, and it asks us to create the component. The first thing that we'll want to do is name this, so I'll call it gasket. And we're going to begin with the standard IPT template, and we're going to let it save it right where it wants to save it and choose OK. Next, it asks us for the sketch plane for the base feature. I want to pick that front plane right there so that it's ready to go. So now that begins our front plane. If I go to the origin, you'll notice that our X, our YZ, our XZ, and our XY planes are all located right there on that surface that I created there. So now we can begin by starting a new sketch. I'm going to pick that surface, and all I really need to do here is to project the geometry from that surface. Sometimes it helps to maybe have a little bit of an isometric view on it, so I'm just going to go around and pick all of those edges all the way around to project to the surface. When I'm done, I can say I'm done with that. OK. And now the other thing that I want to do is I want to add holes for the middle here and the other two here. So I'll say, OK, I need a hole at the middle, and then I need a hole at the top and a hole at the bottom. As you begin to dimension this, make sure that you have the constraints so that these two are the same size, and then make the holes the appropriate size as described in Canvas. I believe that this hole has a diameter of 0.35, and this one here has a diameter of 1.15. Now that that's done, you'll notice that we are fully constrained. You can exit the sketch and then extrude that part. I'm going to extrude it 0.05 and say OK. The last thing that I'm going to do is change the material on this from generic to rubber, and then choose return. Now that I've returned to the part, you can see that the regular part comes back to life. It's ready to go. I can now just right click on that work plane, turn the visibility off so that I can see it without, or see my drawing without it there. This concludes how to create a part in place using Autodesk Inventor.